Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will discuss another important chapter of science of dental materials, that is polycarboxylates, glass ionomers and resin modified glass ionomers for luting and lining. Glass ionomer and resin modified glass ionomers we have studied in details, so only polycarboxylate cements are left, but as it is a separate chapter, so we will discuss all of these one by one. So starting with this, that cements based on polyacids are of two types. Number one is polycarboxylates and the other one is glass ionomer or polyalkanoates. Now polycarboxylate cements are presented in the form of powder, liquid or powder water. Powder is usually finely ground zinc oxide with minor other oxides such as magnesium oxide. Liquid is excess solution of polyacrylic acid, which having a concentration of about 40%. So in powder and water like glass ionomer, a freeze-dried polyacrylic acid with zinc oxide is present as a powder and water is given, or a tube or a bottle for dispensation of water is provided by the manufacturer. Now setting reaction is polyacrylic acid dissolved in water reacts with zinc oxide. Zinc oxide behaves as a basic oxide and reacts with acid groups in polyacid to form a reaction product. Core of unreacted zinc oxide bound together by a salt matrix with polyacrylic acid chains cross-linked through divalent zinc ions. Now the properties are fluoride added for anti-karyogenic effects. So it is an anti-karyogenic cement also. Strength to resist amalgam condensation also there. Compressive strength is of about 80 megapascal, which is similar value for the ethoxybenzoic acids materials. Acid is less irritant than phosphate cement because of the two reasons which we have already discussed in the glass ionomer chapter. Polyacrylic acid is a weaker acid than phosphoric acid, and the chains are too large and not much mobile, and the mobility required to penetrate dentinal tubule is cannot be seen there. Then biocompatibility, if we consider, these are biocompatible but not widely used as a lining. In very deep cavities, they are used as a sublining of calcium hydroxide or zinc oxide eugenol cement. Why these are not widely used? Because these are difficult to handle in a clinical setting. Why? Because they are rubbery during their setting reaction and adhere to stainless steel instruments. And we all are using the stainless steel instruments, so their placement is more difficult. Laboratory tests shows that their solubility values are greater than zinc phosphate, silicophosphate, and even the glass ionomer materials. Despite this apparent disadvantage, these are widely used for luting with low failure rate. But nowadays these are not used. They form adhesive bond with enamel and dentine, but weak bond with gold. No perceptible bond with porcelain. Bond to non-precious metal alloys is much better, so they are used for porcelain fused to metal crowns. And as already described, that they have a strong bond with stainless steel. That is why they are useful for attaching orthodontic bands. When using steel instruments, excess material should be removed before setting. Otherwise, a tenacious bond will form. Strength and solubility can be optimized with high powder liquid ratio. Two restriction factors are there. First, some free polyacid is required to form an adhesive bond which is impossible with dry mix. Secondly, low viscosity is required for luting. These are opaque because more unreacted zinc oxide pores are present. So it gives poor aesthetics, especially at the margins of the crown, etc. Application: primarily luting cements for crowns, bridges, and inlays, and cavity-based materials. Attachment of orthodontic bands due to strong bond formation with stainless steel enamel and dentine. Now glass ionomer cements, as we already discussed. So now having a quick review. Difference in luting and cavity lining cements. Smaller particle size of glass for formation of thinner film thickness for luting. Available and widely used material are powder liquid and powder water. Stronger than polycarboxylate. Compressive strength is about 130 megapascal. Can withstand amalgam condensation. Occasionally used as cavity lining for amalgam. Biological properties are similar to polycarboxylates. Relatively bland, but rarely used as linings in very deep cavities. Bland means inert. Now widely advocated as lining material beneath posterior composites, as we have seen in a sandwich technique, but it is not a sandwich technique. Claimed more rigid than calcium hydroxide due to the brittleness and of the calcium hydroxide. Radio opacity induced by adding either barium salts or metallic silver. Materials containing silver are gray in color and may detract from the appearance of the composite. Not very noticeable in molar and premolar teeth. The color. Specialized technique in which glass ionomer used as sandwich between dentine and restorative resins, already described in the chapter of glass ionomers. Less soluble than the polycarboxylates and most of the other cement products, under ideal laboratory conditions. Solubility can be adversely affected by early moisture contamination, already described. Essentially, cement dilute margins are covered with a layer of protective varnish immediately after seating the restoration. This can often be a difficult procedure, particularly if the margin lies subgingivally. Theoretically capable of producing an insoluble cement dilute, this ideal may not be as easy to achieve in practice. There have been reports of pulpal damage which are associated with the use of some glass ionomer luting agents, particularly those which are based on polyacrylic or malic acid than polyacrylic acid alone. Acrylic malic copolymers maintain a low pH for a relatively long time after mixing, which is associated with the solubility of the cement. So there is a slow and maintained release of fluoride, which may help to protect adjacent tooth substance from attack by the acids of plaque. Some adhesive, as the polycarboxylates, are more translucent. Sorry, not some, same adhesive as the carboxylates. Adhesive properties are same as that of polycarboxylate, but it is more translucent due to the presence of unreacted cores of glass. In polycarboxylates, there are zinc oxide cores. Extra translucency is considered an advantage for luting porcelain crowns, although requires improvements in appearance to match porcelain. Widely used in orthodontics for the attachment of bands. Adhesive seal between the cement and tooth enamel coupled with fluoride release helps to maintain the banded teeth in good condition throughout a course of treatment, which goes for multiple years. Several trials performed to evaluate the use of glass ionomer for bonding orthodontic brackets in labs. Theoretically, they suggest that they provide ideal characteristics and adequate bonding to ensure the bonding does not occur during treatment. That to ensure that debonding does not occur during treatment. Adequate bonding is there, but debonding means the separation does not occur during treatment. Coupled with easy debonding, rapid cleanup of the teeth after treatment, and fluoride release. But in practice, unacceptable rate of debonding during treatment was more. So these are not used for bonding of orthodontic brackets. Now, here you can see that lab theoretically in labs and theoretically ideal characteristics and adequate bonding is there, but in practice debonding treatment is more. So some tests are in the lab are more promising, but in practice they are not acceptable. Now, resin modified glass ionomers and compomers already described in the chapter with resin modified glass ionomer, they comes in a composition which lies on a continuum between the true glasses ionomer or glass ionomers and the resin matrix composites, and some described as resin modified glass ionomers, other as acid modified composites. Most restorative cements are light activated. Lining and luting cement may be light activated and chemically activated. Chemically activated materials presented in powder and liquid containing necessary monomer initiators and activators. You all know about these. Setting starts on mixing. Main advantages of resin containing materials compared with conventional acid-base cements is they are less soluble and less brittle. Application: hybrid products of glass ionomer cements and resin chemistry produced for a variety of luting applications. Some are light activated resin modified glass ionomer designed specifically for use in a specialized luting application as orthodontics bonding. Other chemically activated compomer systems advocated for general luting applications. And keep it in mind that orthodontic bonding means ortho bands, not the brackets. And thank you very much for your patience, for your listening, for your viewership, waiting for your comments. Allah Hafiz. Thank you very much again.